Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here today on Wreckfest, going to be taking a look at the new cars that have come to the game. 3 new vehicles have come with this first DLC pack. We're starting with the... I think it's called the Wingman. It's basically a very early 60s Impala, that sort of era of cars. We've got some very, very big tail fins on the back of it. Shall we go for massive, massive car on a really tiny little circuit? This can only go amazingly well. Yeah, it's called the Wingman. It is giant, big tail fins, hopefully quite strong. That's kind of what I'm expecting from this car. Might be a little bit slidey. We'll have to see how that goes. So, here we are at the circuit where I am sure a lot of chaos is about to unfold down at turn 1. Well, yeah, it's a nasty chicane that this track runs towards. We are going to be in the midst of it. I do have probably the biggest car on the field, so that's going to help. Oh, I don't want to actually be in the wall though. That's less than ideal. We'll just push our way through. Oops, someone's got over already. Now, this isn't the modified one. This is just as the car comes standard. Now, naturally, you can make these vehicles much faster. You could often put them up a class if you want, or you can make them a lot stronger, but make them heavier ends up often dumping them down a class. This, I suspect, will be a... Oh, I'm not even going to try and fit down the tarmac route. There's too many cars having a crash. This, I suspect, will more likely be your derby car. It'll more likely be your try and survive, make it insanely strong car. Much as I end up using the limo for that in C class. We've gone very wide out of that final corner, so don't mind, wait, we'll just come across there. Uh-oh. No. Oh, just about made the corner. That orange car is no... Frosty's not had a good day there at all. I've not had a great start here. We are a little bit understeery, perhaps. I mean, it's... A, it's Wreckfest, and B, yeah, it is a big old boat of a car. We're trying to chuck into these corners, get out of the way. We'll sneak our way through as best I can. Don't know whether we're going to really be able to make up... You never really know with Wreckfest whether you're going to be able to make up a lot of positions or not around here. Come on. That's a little too much speed taken into the final corner. Damn it. Normally, player can be braver than the AI through this chicane. That's where you'll make your time up, and we will deposit. Yeah, it's a bit of a torpedo. It can be a bit of a torpedo. I probably don't want to play on the sand there, like an idiot. Definitely not had the best of starts to this race. It's a cool addition. I mean, I like vehicles. Of course, I like vehicles like this. It's always fun to have more cars to play around with. I suspect this is going to be a put a lot of armour on sort of a vehicle. We might actually be able to get a good run out of this final corner. We do. We're up to 14th place. Can we get a top 10 finish? That's what we're going for here. Carry a lot of speed through there. Watch out for the spinning jag. That puts me through. And up to 12th. We just need 2 more places. I spy some estate cars. And a state car, actually. I thought there was another one. There isn't. And a state car, yes. We will try desperately chase down you. Someone's throwing a tyre at me. There's bits of bodywork still flying off. Oh, the state car's in the wall. Thank you. That's 10th for me. That's what matters. We have got the 10th position. And there we go. Around on to the final lap. One more place can be got here. I really wanted to go for the big torpedo. Had to back out of it because it wasn't going to make the corner. If I did, we might be able to have a big dive. Once you get the hang of this car, it's not too bad. You have to drive it slightly. You don't quite chuck it around the same as some of the other cars. But if you get it right, you can still actually carry some pretty okay speed. Wow, there's a wreck of a car on the outside there. I think this will be more of a brute. It really does push stuff out. You saw how easy just spun that yellow. It's a bulldog. Just deposited that off the circuit. There really is no problem whatsoever moving stuff out of the way. So if you want a car that can push and still be fairly decent, what was that? Not quite up there with the... Yeah, the Ram has a lot more class points or whatever. So that's kind of fair enough. Yeah, that's a cool vehicle. I don't actually know whether the AIs end up using the new cars. Do we have any in here? No, it doesn't mean that they don't, but I don't see any at the moment. So there we go. Yeah, a cool addition. Perhaps a little bit more of a crashy destruction car. It does seem to be. Oh, it has got stuck on a bit of bodywork. Slightly less than ideal, that one. So, the second of the new vehicles that we are going to have a look at is the buggy. It's essentially a VW Beetle. I think it's called the buggy. I've just completely slipped my mind. It is called the buggy. There we go. It's essentially a Beetle. I'm expecting it to drive quite a lot like the Killer Bee. I have issues. The Killer Bee is always a little bit... Actually, how much power does this have? Out of curiosity. 127 horsepower. God dear. The Killer Bees, I tend to find, they are rear-engined, and you can see one actually in the middle of the pack, have the front stuck up so much in the air, they're a little bit difficult. Now, unlike the wingman that we just drove, this will not have the strength. That's a little bit of a... don't mind me. Just let me sneak around on the inside. It does feel, this does feel more stable in some ways than the Killer Bees are very, very twitchy. And this feels like an alternative, looks immediately like an alternative, just less twitchy, because the suspension is actually just about set up correctly. We're going to have a dive up the inside, didn't quite work. I was hoping it was going to roll that car. Probably not a good idea to try and push car. We can maybe win in a fight against the little cars. Oh, there's about to be a very big crash up ahead for an estate car. Do we try and pick a fight with the biggest car in the field? No, we have spun it. We have spun it. It's fine. It's fine. There's a little bit of a clonk going on up ahead as well. Now, we are going to dive again up the inside to try and sneak some positions. This will be one of those cars that's very, very quick, I suspect, along with kind of like the Nexus, the Firefly, all of these things that are sort of tiny, very light, very fast, if they're left on their own. If they're left to their own devices, they'll probably be okay. Because if it gets into trouble, yeah, this is much nicer to drive than the Firefly. It's a much more consistent sort of a vehicle. I can sort of trust leaning on this car through a corner. Oh, got to dodge out the way of a Volvo. That wasn't particularly fun. Again, much like with the first car, I'm driving this here in its stock guise. I would probably not bother modify it. I'd modify this one all performance and make it as, I'll say light as possible, but certainly wouldn't be putting armour on this one. I don't think it would be worth going down that route with this. Oh no, everything is bigger than me. I don't really want to fight all of you. Can I sneak up the inside? Thankfully the AI are being relatively kind. Although I'm surprised that actually didn't turn me. The Mustang kind of just leant on us. And oh, I hit a bump. I hit a bump on the outside. That is going to be me off the circuit. Yeah, there was just a little dip, and already heavily loaded through the corner, shall we say, and no recovering that one. It's, yeah, basically a better driving Killer Bee, and that's good news. That's good news indeed. I was looking at a podium spot. I think I've been second at one point, third, second. The leader is a long way out in front. We're not catching. I mean, in these sort of quick races I do, where you start often down the back of the field, in this sort of time, it's very, very difficult to make your way forward. Just purely from the chaos that's going on. Can I sneak up the inside through here? Yes, we can. And there we go. Big jump. That's actually back to third, which is nice. It's now 7 seconds away to the lead cars. You don't even get upset on all of the jumps. What is this? Uh-oh. I threw that in with way too much speed. Yeah, even if it bounces around in the air, it's okay. That, I say unusual. It's nice. It's actually a really nice handling. It might well be one of my go-to C-Class cars as we head on to the final lap. I have a lot more trust in this. I mean, the limo is my go-to C-Class car of just outright brute strength, but for speed, I would probably, yeah, I prefer this certainly to the very difficult to drive Killer Bee. If you modify the Killer Bee, it becomes absolutely undrivable in many ways. But yeah, this is a fast circuit. This is a fast circuit, and it's tough with these kind of bumps. It's a shame that we have ended up in no man's land a little bit. Can't really compare it. I've not got that corner right. I'm thinking I can take more speed through there than I actually can. That's a little bit silly from me. Right. Duck down through there. Is a lap down car going to be between us and the finish line? Can I spin out the... Yeah, I can still clatter that out of the way if you hit it right. Wouldn't want to get in an argument. So, yeah, of 3 new cars, one is a bit of a brute. One is much better handling, but probably a little fragile if it starts. Any car can get broken quite quickly in this game, but I wouldn't want this to be going up against some of the heavyweight C-Class cars. Certainly not against the limo, for example. Now, the third and final vehicle added in this DLC is something a bit mad, shall we say? I like that we're going to get more of the wacky vehicles. These are always fun. We have a bumper car. Yes, an actual bumper car. Now, there is a small... Why... Oh, Christ. I was trying to set this up. I had it set to special vehicles mix. I was aiming to get a variety, but we've got some non-special cars. It doesn't seem to be an AI set for just bumper cars, unless I'm being very, very dumb. I am the only bumper car. My goal is simple. Survive Crash Alley. When there is a school bus and a combine harvester behind me, I think this might be difficult. Yeah, it's going to be... This is just to try and survive. I suspect, much like with the sofa cars and the lawnmowers, if we fall over in this, we will be destroyed. So this is our own little mini challenge of try not to die. That will probably mean overtaking to a minimum, really. For me, I don't really want to overtake anything unless I know I can't be immediately crashed into. Like this motorhome, for example, I am rather wary about overtaking in case it tries to murder me like that, and it really would be. I have seen... Well, there was a sofa car leading the way. There's one sofa car there that's quite poorly, yet go past. I am of no threat to you and your race. Sofa. Oh, combine harvester, please no. This might be the most terrifying experience you could have on Wreckfest, is to try and survive in a bumper car. Oh, no, I've goofed it up myself. We didn't even have to get crashed into. I was just running a little bit too high. I was trying to make some speed at the top of the course. We ran a little bit too high, and that was problems. That was some problems right there. There's going to be an almighty crash up ahead. No. Oh, that was so lucky. The motorhome pinged off of something. No. We're through. Go. I think it was the combine harvester actually saved us there. Like, the motorhome was heading directly for the bumper car, and the the back of the combine just launched that motorhome out of the way of us. Where is that school bus going? I am not sure. Oh, that's fallen over. Everything is fine. We are through. Right, there's a big jump on the brakes there. Now, I don't like that sight. I don't like the sight of a massive combine sticking up in the air. Can I just please get down here in one piece? Oh, some big shunts, bits of bodywork falling off. If I somehow manage to survive 5 laps, I will be amazed in this. The school bus is facing with a war wagon. We are actually up to 11th now. I think there's more from cars DNFing than anything else. Sneak through that gap. Pretty sure... Shovelhead, I don't even know if they're on. I don't think they're on our lap. Oh, the camper van's not had a good day. The camper van's not had a good day at all. We're into the top 10 here. This is a new experience in utter terrifyingness. I'm going to go with that as an official measurement. Oh, I don't want to overtake a bus, but I don't want to get stuck between a bus ahead of us and a bus behind us. Whoa! Someone jumped over us. Ah! No, don't spin. I'm struggling for control a little bit. Use the very lightweight nature. Oh, no. Double-decker car clattered into the side of us. I don't know how we're still alive. Down there, we probably shouldn't be here. We definitely shouldn't be alive. That is wrecked. We know the combine is wrecked. Oh, where are you going, double-decker car? No one knows. Ah! Double-decker wanted to push us into that. Thank you. Not really appreciated. We're up to 7th. Texas Hound is the lead. Okay, we are up to 7th. That is on virtue. We're still running. We've got one more lap to go. Oh, there's not much bumper car left on the rear corner there. I mean, this isn't at all what I intended on doing with this. However, I'm kind of glad we have, because it's kind of cool in a terrifying way. It's an interesting challenge. Try to keep this live. You're at 60 miles an hour. This is not a slow, not a slow little bumper car. That's for sure. Oh, careful, careful. Everything is good. We're up to 3rd. Wait, did everyone crash? We have snuck our way. With a D-Class vehicle, we have snuck our way to a 3rd position. Are we the highest player? I mean, we surely must be. Yeah, so it was a Firefly, took victory by a lap. Yeah, it's fair enough. Double-decker car took a 2nd. I took a 3rd ahead of a school bus. Admittedly, only 5 finished, but the bumper car made it through where war wagons and gate crashers did not. It's terrifying, but it made it. So, the Crash Canyon event was quite a lot of fun. What happens if we make it even tougher for me? Because this is not sensible. It is not sensible to try and drive a bumper car around a figure-8 circuit if it was a field of bumper cars. But it's a field with cars, buses, combines, motorhomes. I think surviving 6 laps here is quite unlikely. I very much think surviving all the laps is quite unlikely. My hope is that the AI will crash each other off more than me. My hope is that, being tiny, we can sneak through and maybe not get completely murderized everywhere. Considering there are already cars stuck in the wrong bit of the figure 8, I'm not sure that's going to happen. Also, a body just flew overhead. It's not every day you say that in a racing game, but... oh, dear. No, can't see anything. Not helpful. Not helpful when a double-decker car manages to hit the back of you. I think the combines are. I think combines you can still... Well, if you roll them over to the drive, still fall off them? I think it might do. And we've lost a few of them, perhaps, to that. That's good. The longer they're in the race, the more dangerous it is for me. The cars I can maybe deal with. It's the combines and the buses that I'm a little bit nervous about. Go on, bus, you go ahead. I do not want to have an argument. Like, it's even more imperative that I do not crash at the crossover. One, doesn't matter what I hit. One crash at the crossover, I'm dead. I think is pretty much, unless I am insanely lucky. There is a sofa car stuck there. Oh, we're up to 3rd again. No, I'm just hoping you could very easily kill me if you wanted to. My hope is that I am so little and insignificant, the AI won't notice that I am there. That's the plan. Oh, please be ahead of whatever's coming! Pretty sure that was a car over the top of us. We ducked. It was fine. We'll go behind the combine that is still working. Christ. We're back up to a podium spot again. Turns out, surprisingly effective, even if terrifying, basically. No, you go first. I thought I was going to be able to get in front of it, but I couldn't. We didn't have the speed. I'd rather go on the brakes and be safe rather than hit that and dump, because that's pretty much what's going to happen. Here, let those go. Oh, unfortunately, the AIs are able to make up some time on us. It's not what we wanted. It's not what we wanted at all. And I can't really fight back, because if I do, we will lose that fight. Behind those, hope that the double-decker takes out something that we're battling for position with. We're back to 3rd again. I suspect a DNF for somebody up ahead has changed that running order. Oh, go. Oh, I forgot to go down the gears. Forget this has gears. Just expecting it to be, like I say, automatically expected to be not worrying about gears. Final corner, we are 2 seconds clear. That'll be a 3rd position and a run over by a combo. We stayed in the car, which is quite impressive, in the bumper car, basically. That's not too shabby. My controller has packed... Controller. Are we happy again now? There we go. Don't ask. Again, it was the TriStar of the Firefly. Texas Hound is doing well with the Fireflies. But we beat a Nexus. We beat a Nexus. One of the halves did actually finish, at least, in this. But there we go. It's a weird grid, but I have to say, that's quite a fun way to play this game. While as I was expecting and hoping to be able to run the bumper cars, I might just be missing something. I couldn't see a bumper car only AI set. This has actually turned out to be better than expected. Yes, trying to survive some of the wackiest circuits of Wreckfest in a bumper car, highly entertaining if quite terrifying. I'm amazed I managed to get away with 2 in a row. And the other new cars are actually all pretty damn cool. The buggy is actually very, very nice to drive. It's a killer bee, but actually good to drive, pretty much. And the wingman is big, strong, probably very good at demo derbies. Once you get the hang of driving it, it's not too bad. It can be a little bit uncooperative on the tighter circuits. So yeah, it's interesting first selection of vehicles. I think there was a bunch of like props as well added for you can stick on the roof of your car. Not that we could, of course, on the bumper car, but on the other vehicles as well. So yeah, if you have the season pass for Wreckfest and haven't played it for a little while, go and check out some of the new vehicles. They are very interesting indeed. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.